complaining. I've complained about the bus, but I'm actually kind of comfortable, you know? If it wasn't for me having to like regain my brain power from that bus that held me captive in its like oven for like an hour, surrounded by like rambunctious like school-aged boys that were yelling about turning on what kind of music did they want? Oh my god, it was like I'm trying to remember what they said. They said Brazilian, bumpin' Brazilian or something. They were like making stuff up, I swear. I was going crazy. I'm just sitting there, the heat waves around me, and they wanted like big booty Brazilian music to be bumping in the bus. And I was just sitting there slowly being steamed, surrounded by like their musky, like sweaty boy smell. And like none of them put on deodorant, and I was just living, and I just wanted to leave and I couldn't, and it was so annoying. Anyway, as I said, I'm dead from that, but it's okay because my gamer subs is saving me, and my apartment isn't as warm as that bus, so I'm basically living. Yeah. Somehow, even though that seems to be a common experience whenever I take a bus, I am still not disenchanted by public transport because Texas has zero public transport, basically. Like I said, I never rode on a bus or anything until I got here, so I've been like experiencing it, and my friends make fun of me because I get excited when I get to take the bus. Yeah, I get excited, and they laugh at me. They're like, "You want to take the bus?" And I'm like, "Yeah, where do I go? Where do I go? I'm so excited." And they're like, just let her experience public transport. It's like a ride to me still. Like, it's still so new to me that anytime I have to take like the tube, oh my god, I'm like so excited. I'm like, and down, and down, and down I go. And then I just like whoosh, like it's just exciting for me, okay? I just get excited about it.
Hyper.
Reality! Thank you for the tier 3 for 28 months. Holy! Thank you so much. And the last time I was excited about public transport was, don't take it for granted, because I'm from a place that has virtually no public transport at all. No buses, well, except for school buses, but I don't really count those, and I didn't go to school, so I didn't get to experience those. I don't even consider it public transport because it's private. It's for students, you know? And there's like basically no trains that are easy. Like, I couldn't, if somebody stopped me on the street and was like, because somehow I was on the street for some reason that has no sidewalks even, let that be a lesson to you. Next time you're like, oh, I hate where I live. No sidewalks! No sidewalks! You walk 30 minutes, you might find a McDonald's or an abandoned gas station. And that's it. And that's it! You might! It's a maybe, if you're lucky. If you're lucky, you can walk like an hour to one thing. And it's just, oh! Anyway, and no sidewalks. That's the thing. And no sidewalks. You might have to cross like a street that has no traffic lights, that has like 5 lanes of traffic on each side. So you're crossing 10 lanes of traffic. Why? Because they love roads, they love cars, but they hate pedestrians. Yeah. So anyway, do not take for granted your public transport privileges. Man, I love jaywalking. Illegal! Cops, get that guy! Oh, just wait till a cop is having a bad day. I've never been stopped. I have jaywalked a few times. Never been stopped. My plan is like if I ever got stopped by a police officer having a bad day, I just would like probably start crying. I might be like, what do you mean jaywalking? What does that mean? I might like I might like I will ask a bunch of questions. The thing is, I kind of have like dumb privilege because I feel like not only do people look down on me for being like a girl, but I just fit so many dumb stereotypes. Like, okay, especially here, thank God for the dumb American stereotype. I'm allowed to just be so stupid. I can just say the most stupid thing ever. If I was lost and like, let's say I was looking for like a bus stop and it's like the number 1 bus stop. And there's a huge sign next to me that's like, this is the number 1 bus stop. I could like ask somebody next to me like, is this the number 1 bus stop? And like they wouldn't even look annoyed. They would just like look sad about like they would look like they feel bad for me and then just say yeah. And then they would like try to small talk too, like do you need any other help? Like then they try to start a conversation. I'm like, no. I just wanted to make sure that I'm not going to be sent to some farm. And now I'm exaggerating a lot. If it's very obvious, I do read signs. I don't like asking people for help unless I absolutely need to, but I don't feel afraid to appear dumb because I feel like I already fit the stereotype of being dumb. So, like, I feel like if I ever I feel like I can't ask a dumb question because even if I asked a dumb question, people would just feel bad for me rather than, like, be annoyed, you know? Yeah. Hang on. Somebody asked me for advice the other day. By the other day, I mean, the story has somehow triggered a memory from like 2 months ago or more. I was like waiting for a bus, and somebody came up to me as I'm like, I had my earbuds and I'm playing on my phone just waiting at the bus stop, and somebody came up to me and asked me a question like if their specific bus, and they pointed to the phone, like stopped here, and I looked up, I looked so afraid. And I knew that my American accent would come, like, she would notice as soon as I said anything. So I was just like, I don't know. Let's find out together. And then I just, like, looked up at the sign of the bus stop. And I looked for the number. And I was like, I mean, maybe. I think so. I mean, it matches your phone. So that's what I would do. And then she's like, yeah, it's okay. I think it is. And then her bus came, so I was like, yeah, I gave good advice. I mean, I didn't know the answer, but apparently maybe I looked like a local, hey, until I opened my mouth. Yeehaw. Oh my God. I basically said something as southern as like Aunt Bertha today. And I don't even know why. I was just saying the name of something, but it was like Aunt Bertha. I felt the eyes of like a dozen people fall onto me. And I was just like, well, time to put on a show for all these city slickers. I was a little shy. I was like, does your accent change when not streaming? Absolutely not. My voice doesn't either, which is really fun. Because I've had strangers ask what's wrong with me. I've had people like actually ask. Some people I think are into it, and they give like They give what I would take as a compliment. Oh my god, you should be a voice actor. Blah, 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 blah. I'll take that one. Okay. The one that feels like a backhanded compliment is when they're like, you sound like a 5-year-old. Oh my god, you sound like. Oh, I hate when they're like, you sound like Minnie Mouse. Oh my god, you sound like a cartoon character. Because then anytime I hear something like that, I'm like, I know they mean this endearingly, but I'm offended. Like, they mean this so well. They want me to be happy to hear this. But who is happy to hear they sound like a 5-year-old? Yeah. Yeah. So I just say, thank you. And then a small amount of people that don't understand social norms ask, like, what's wrong with me? And they just keep pushing and prodding. And I'm just like, I don't know, man. I wish I knew. I wish I knew, bro. I wish I knew. 5-year-old isn't accurate, too. I mean, what else are they going to say? They're trying to be exaggerated, so I get it. You don't sound like a 5-year-old. You sound like a 10-year-old. It's just not much better, really. It's just not much better. Does someone say you sound like Minnie and you had a heart attack for a moment? I actually did. It's happened 2 times now, maybe more, but at least 2 times that I remember where specifically someone has said, you sound like Minnie Mouse. They always add the mouse after, thank God, but when they start with a Minnie Mouse, my heart drops for a second because I'm like, it's so close to like my name that it's like when a stranger's saying, you sound like Minnie Mouse. I'm just like, yeah, but I'm like in shock. I'm in shock from them saying my name, basically. You sound like Minnie Mouse. Yeah, I would be afraid if someone said I sound like a VTuber. Closest I've been told I sound like an anime character. That person, I was like, I get scared and I'm like, don't say too much. If they're a fan of anime, they're more likely, like statistically more likely, to be a VTuber fan. So I'm like,
POV, you sound like Minnie.
Stop with your long pause!
Mouse. The long pause makes it the best.
No, it doesn't. It annoys me. It aggravates me because my mind moves a million miles a second and I'm waiting. I'm sitting there waiting for you to be done talking so I can say my piece. Oh, like a Minico Mouse. Blech. Yeah. Sometimes I forget like how high pitched my voice is because of VTubing. Like I forgot where I was going with it. I feel like it's kind of, it feels normal to have as a VTuber voice, and like most of my friends are like VTubers online as well, and it's like talking to them, it just feels normal because it's just our voice. And then I go out into the world and people are like, what's wrong with your voice? Whoops. That's me. Yep. That's what I tell people my job is, Gatra. I always go like, because people want to know what I do. I don't like lying, so I just stretch the truth, and I'm like, if I don't want to tell them I'm a streamer, I'm like, I'm a voice actor. 9 times out of 10, they ask me what I've worked on, and I just say that it's an NDA and I can't tell them, which is like good for me because it means I don't have to tell them anything more. And then it's like they're
13
impressed because.
Beautiful months. Thank you for being you to many more new hearts.
Peter, thank you for the 13 months. It's good because then I don't have to tell them anymore, and then it's like I also look really cool because they think that I've been hired by big companies that have big NDA money, you know? Like they think I'm successful. Yeah. So it works out. And then I feel like it also gives an explanation to my voice too. Like I'd say 50% of the time if I tell someone I'm a voice actor, they go, "Oh, that makes sense. Oh, that explains your voice." Which again I take kind of as a backhanded compliment because it's fine. It's good. It's fine. It's alright. I like it. I've come to terms with it. I used to, like when I was younger, be very self-conscious about it. But I mean, here it is. The reason all of you guys are here, basically. Most like half the reason you're here. I'd like to think most of it's my really strange personality, my unique perspective on life, and the insightful knowledge that I shared to you all through the tool of which is inside of my throat, being my voice box. I smacked my throat. If you could hear that, I was like, this tool right here. This tool I use to communicate. But yeah, it's turned into a really good thing. So, you know, you never know if something you are shy about actually ends up being what other people will treasure, you know? I don't want to say one man's trash is another man's treasure because I don't want to refer to myself as trash. I'm trying to be positive here. And I feel like that goes against what I'm doing, what I'm talking about right now. But yeah, I there's a lot of that like online too. I've seen so many posts that's like whatever your insecurity is, and then you get a significant other and they're like obsessed with it. Or like all those posts where it's like a kid is just like, I remember like as a kid like playing with my mom's stomach so much. Like I just loved laying on it. I loved hugging it. I loved patting it. And it's like, that's a source of insecurity for a lot of people, especially a lot of women. And I'm sure a lot of y'all probably did the same thing. If your mom had a nice stomach to like pat on and hug and love, she probably wanted to cut it off. She wanted to cut off her stomach every time you did it. But like it brought you so much happiness as a kid. Like you probably loved that, you know? So and that's just a really bad example because I'm good at really bad examples. But yeah. Oh, thank you guys. I saw you commenting. Yeah, you're singing. Yeah, your voice. Well, I mean, if you're a first-time viewer and you click onto the stream, you probably don't know exactly what I'm talking about unless you stay for a couple minutes. So if you have like 5 seconds to have a good impression on me, it's probably however my voice sounds or whatever activity I'm doing that will either catch your attention or cause you to click off, really. So, I mean, I have my voice to thank for a lot of that. So, thanks for liking and listening to my voice, guys. Really, I sure appreciate it. Thank you very much. In return, I love reading your chat messages. Yeah, I love reading. I partake in literature on the side. I do a bit of reading. I should tell people that as my hobby. Yeah, I do a little bit of reading, light reading, every like 5 days a week minimum. You know, I can't skip it. I'm reading really good stuff. You read it very well, not gonna lie. Thanks. Oh, I had so much fun reading my book in the Discord. I've been like trying to think if there's another time we could do that, but I don't think so. The only time I could think if we had extra is I might have extra time to do a Discord stream on Wednesday, but I'm really not sure. It depends on how fast I can finish my work stuff. I have a lot of work to do this week, and I'm trying to convince myself that I'm taking time off. Oh, I did want to mention to you guys, I kind of briefly mentioned, I don't remember if I briefly mentioned, I briefly touched on it in the Discord, but it's part of the reason why I'm taking some extra time off this week. I wanted to kind of give my brain a bit to recover because I've been a bit off of my game since last Friday. And some days I'm chilling, some days I'm down.
Hi.
But yeah. Hi, Armady! Thank you for the 25 months! To give you a TLDR, well, I don't know how much I can do it, and also I really want to try not to be emotional when I explain it, so I'm gonna try to like kind of explain it just on a fact basis without my feelings on it, because I don't want to delve into feelings right now. I just want to have a happy stream because I like to distract myself from it. I've been thinking about it too much, so I'd like to distract myself from it. But now with that disclosure out of the way, basically during the last solo stream on Friday, I received a bunch of messages from my family. Which I told you guys when I was ending the stream, just when you receive a bunch of messages from your family and you live far away, it just doesn't feel like a good thing, really. And I kind of gaslighted myself. I was like, they cannot wait to tell me this good news. I can't wait to find out this good news after the stream, because I didn't want to end my stream early just because of it. So I was like, I can't wait to read this good news after stream. And I finished it 30 minutes and then I ended it and I told them that I was off and I read their messages and I responded. And my mom basically hit me with another whammy that everyone loves to read on their phone, which is "you got a sec," aka you can we talk, like kind of vibes. Love that message. That message just gives so much assurance and confidence and happiness, and it always delivers the best news. And basically there was, for some people that might not know the full backstory, I had a dog. His name was Griffin. And I love him very much. He's still around. But I did not have the lifestyle that supported his exercise requirements. And so I gave him to my mom to adopt because they could take care of him better. Those that have missed this last update is he has behavioral issues, he has high anxiety, and he is a little aggressive to strangers. And they were trying to work with trainers to kind of help with that and get him, better with that. And there was a little bit before they decided to give him to trainers that they weren't sure if they were going to try to adopt him away to somebody else or put him down. And that was like, I want to say 2 months ago or something like that. And basically he had another situation at the house. And my mom was just apologizing to me and saying basically that she had decided to put him down. And I just felt like I couldn't say anything to change her mind. And so I just kind of hung up and was trying to figure out if I should fly home to deal with the situation. And then the next day, luckily, Mini Bro was able to convince he was like a lawyer for Griffin and convinced my family not to do it, which I didn't know I had to do, by the way, because I was under the impression that she was gonna wait for me to decide if I was flying or not. She asked if I wanted to fly over to be there to say goodbye, and I didn't respond to the message because, quite frankly, I was not very well mentally, and I wanted to sleep on the question and answer it the next day. So I didn't answer her. Unbeknownst to me, she had scheduled the appointment for the next morning. Which is a little crazy. But yeah, my my brother convinced her not to, and they're going to try to work some stuff out. And I hope that it ends well, because I will be heartbroken if they do that. But yeah, that's why that's why I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna just take a little bit of extra time this week, and hopefully it will heal my brain. But I still wanted to give you guys the regular scheduled stuff. Like today I wanted to yap with you guys. I love yapping. And then, tomorrow I love singing, so I figured we'll sing, because singing also takes my mind off of stuff. So yeah, but anyway, that is the TLDR. There is some more details, but that's all the details that I can kind of give. That tells the whole story as well for anyone that doesn't know the history. But yeah, everything's okay. Everything turned out okay. But yeah, I wasn't sure on Friday. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be emergency flying to Texas. So I didn't even know, I was considering asking the Lab Brats to postpone or do the song release without me if I did that, so that I could get there fast. But everything turned out okay, and everything's good right now. It's just I'm just a little bit jarred. You know what I mean? My emotions are all shaken up. It was just I just got a lot of whiplash, because I wasn't expecting to hear that. I just asked about him last week, and my mom reassured me that they would never. And then this week it was just now that happened, and then I started grieving it. And then I think I had I started grieving it, and then the next morning it was we changed our mind, it's not happening anymore. And I was just I just hope that it doesn't happen again. So yeah, that's my new stimming right now, is I've been clapping a lot. I do this, I basically look like the clappy emote, because I stretch my hands out fully in front of me like some sea lion. And I just anyway. Yeah, so I just feel a little emotionally drained, and that's why I'm taking some time off. But anyway, I like updating you guys, because I like you to be as involved as you can. And, I like being transparent about stuff, so I try to share as much as I can about, things like that. But anyway, yeah. I don't know how to change the subject back from less serious stuff. I'm just gonna drink this gamer subs. Oh wait, do I even have the thing that promotes? Oh, I don't want that right now, because I'm gonna be on the left side of the screen. We're gonna be there. Yay! Take good rest and 3 meals a day. I think I'm actually cooked. I think I am actually cooked, because I feel like I'm not getting hunger signals from my stomach, and I'm just why? I'll be looking at the time I should be hungry, but I'm just not. Don't know how to fix that. It just makes it a little harder to remember to eat 3 meals a day when I'm not hungry. So I think the past few days I've had 1 meal a day. Friday was 1 meal a day. Saturday was 1, I think. And then Sunday I think I had 2. And then today I think today so far I think I've had, yeah, I have had 2. I had a small breakfast, but I did have a breakfast. So far I've had 2, and I'm likely to have something after stream. So I'm usually a bit ravenous after my streams. That's my life hack, is I try to eat before my streams, because I know even if I eat before my streams, I'm likely to be hungry after my streams. So whenever I'm I need to eat more, I'll just eat before my stream, and then I'll probably want more after anyway. But yeah, so far so good. We're getting better. We are getting there. Some food with strong tasty smells. I made musubi last night. Yay! Don't know why. I was between playing Overwatch and cooking at like 1 a.m. Knowing that I planned on waking up early today, I was like musubi, like spam musubi, MUS